I'm here with the 3 times Miss Olympia, Sara Villegas, 3 times. But we know your story. Last year you was second. So how is that feeling getting the title back?
It is just honestly indescribable. Of course, after the outcome last year, that's not what I wanted. So I just went right back to work. And, when I say it was literally from the moment that I got off stage and back to the hotel that night, as far as planning and picking apart the physique and just looking for areas of where I can improve, up until this moment, it's been nonstop. And so, of course, it just feels so good to come back and really just get what you were working for this whole year. So of course it's a very, very rewarding feeling.
I remember because I saw you in Texas. So you all into work what you need to work, and you make sure get the feedback, get what you need to improve, and just work on to get your best physique. I feel like this is your best physique. You of course you always come good, but you brought a physique that you killed the Sara last year. You just brought something that was, oh my gosh, when you came on stage I was like, oh my gosh, she's literally shining there. She brought the physique.
Thank you. And that's one of the things that we worked on is not just, because I had won 2 Olympia titles, and it's really easy to just say, okay, I'm winning and this is working, and so you kind of do the same thing, and it can be a little harder to pick apart what you need to work on if you're always successful. And so it really, I believe, was a blessing in disguise. And like you said, I was able to come back and really make a lot of good improvements to really maximize my physique and really bring out its full potential. And I feel that I did that. So it's, thank you.
I'm gonna ask you a question that probably gonna get you back a little bit from where you lost, right? When you not lost, but you got still second, you still fight it, but you still fight for the title. But how was this feeling? Because it's probably not good, I'm sure, but also what brought for you to work harder? What you got from this? What you got from take second at Olympia to after that?
Kind of like what I mentioned, I think it was a blessing in disguise. Initially, it's not what I wanted, and, you don't feel good about it, obviously. But it kind of allowed me to take a step back and, like I said, really reassess my physique, because even when you win, you're never perfect. You always have room to improve. And so it really just, I think, allowed me to look at my body objectively, but also in a different light, and really try to focus on, again, areas for improvement, and not just from the physique standpoint, but from presentation to posing to just transitions, every little detail that, sometimes might get overlooked. You start paying a little bit more attention to them and really, okay, it's good, but how can I make it excellent? And so that was my whole approach this year. And, for me, honestly, like I mentioned in my speech on stage, is that, of course, I was working for this title to get my 3rd Olympia. But what is really the bigger win for me is what you mentioned, is that when I stepped on stage, people said, wow, she really improved her physique. And so for me, that is the win. Even if I were to place, not in 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, or whatever it might have been, knowing that, like I said, I really made the improvements that I wanted to, and that I maximized my physique, and that I was really able to come improved regardless of the placing, that for me was the biggest win.
I actually see that. I have been following you on Instagram and see your improvements, and I see how you are passionate about the sport, and that's what we want also from the winners. We don't want a person that's just won the title. They want to love the sport, feel and be around. I see you always around the show, so this is really important.
Yes, thank you for that. And this is, I mention it all the time, but bodybuilding is so close to my heart, and it's the reason why I'm 3-time Olympia champion. I'm a world champion 3 times because of this, and it really is my life, and it's part of my identity and who I am. And so Yes, it's both fun to be involved and give back, but also it's really just it's another way to give back and to be involved and to help better and improve what we all love, which is this sport of bodybuilding and fitness.
Oh, I'm so happy that you won because you really worked hard. I feel like I got a little bit of like how was your prep in some days, but I understand how hard it is, and I'm so glad that you always involved, always like helping, always want to be close to everybody, and this is really important as a Miss Olympia. And congratulations again. But let me know what are you gonna do afterwards? Like, what's your plan now? You go straight to work. What do you need to do for next year? Or you're just gonna relax a little bit now?
Well, I mentioned this earlier. So the record for women's physique Olympia titles is 4, and I'm 1 away from that. So my immediate goal is to tie that, and then obviously to break that. So that's the next goal. And if I learned anything in this last year is that tonight I need to go back and do the same thing, take the same approach, look at my physique and say, okay, you were great and everybody, you achieved what you wanted to achieve, but now again, keep that same mentality. How can I make this even better? And so that's what I'm going to do tonight. That's right.
That's great. Congratulations again. You really deserve it. And I see you come back next year trying to get this 4th title.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Bye.